Dear students, in this video I explain factor 3. So previous video I explained factor 2, that is single pole or multiple poles and single zero and multiple zeros at origin. Now the condition is simple poles and simple zeros. That means zeros other than origin and poles other than origin. So if the functions are given like this, how can you draw the magnitude and phase plots? So consider the poles. So the pole is g of s into h of s is equal to 1 by 1 plus ts, like this. So now how can you draw the magnitude and phase plots for this? So first one, phase. So this is the equation for the phase. So how these equations are drawn is not an important. Finally we can remember how can you draw the magnitude plot, that's all. So that I am not explaining this derivation. So this is minus 20 into log square root of 1 minus omega square into t square in dV. So this is the equation for magnitude, and here we want to split this total magnitude plot into two parts for low frequencies and high frequencies. So the magnitude plot for low frequencies is minus 20 log 1, that is equal to 0 dB. For high frequencies, so how can you draw the magnitude plot? For high frequencies, magnitude plot is minus 20 log omega t. So this is the low frequency magnitude plot. This is the high frequency magnitude plot. But here, how can you identify the low frequency and high frequency? To differentiate the low frequencies and high frequency, we can calculate the corner frequency. So below that corner frequency, the frequencies are called as lower frequencies. Above the corner frequencies, the frequencies are called as higher frequencies. So it is necessary to find out the omega 1, where omega 1 is nothing but corner frequency. So this is the formula for calculating the corner frequency. So the frequency at which change of slope from 0 dB to minus 20 dB for decay occurs is called as corner frequency, denoted as omega c, where omega c is equal to 1 by t. So this is the formula to calculate the corner frequency omega c. So this is the magnitude plot for simple pole at origin. So that is, this is the graph. So initially the graph will be divided into the number of decays. Omega is equal to 0.1, omega is equal to 1, this is one decay. 1 to 10, this is another decay. 10 to 100, this is another decay, like that. So now we want to identify the omega c. Omega c is nothing but corner frequency. So from this line we can identify the omega c. So for example, omega c is equal to 1 by t, this is the formula. So for example, this is the corner frequency omega c. Up to the corner frequency, the magnitude is 0 dB only, this is the straight line. After the corner frequency, the magnitude plot is drawn minus 20 dB for decay. So that means from here we want to decrease the 20 dB for decay, so that the decreasing start here. So from here to here 10 different values will be there. So that for example, omega is equal to 1 is this line. For omega is equal to 2, omega is equal to 3. For example, this line is omega is equal to 3, and the slope starts decreasing, starts at omega is equal to 3, and where we have to end, so omega is equal to 30. Then only 10 different values will be there in these two lines. So that minus 20 dB for decay means, so 20 dB magnitude will be decreasing in one decay. That means 10 different values we can decrease the 20 dB. So that if the function starts decreasing here, we can end here. So the difference between this one and this one is minus 20. The difference between these two lines is minus 20. And again starts here decreasing, and another decay where we have to complete. So omega is equal to 30, this decay starts. Omega is equal to 300, next decay will be ends. So that start here, and omega is equal to 300. At omega is equal to 300, the magnitude dB is minus 40, minus 20 to minus 40, like that we can decrease. So this is the magnitude plot for simple pole at origin. So how can you draw? First, initially we have to find out the corner frequency omega c. How can you find out the corner frequency? What is the formula? Omega c is equal to 1 by t, where t is nothing but time period. Therefore, up to the corner frequency, the magnitude plot drawn at 0 dB constant. After the corner frequency, the gain will be decreasing 20 dB for decay. Minus means decreasing, plus means increasing. So that 20 dB decreasing for decay. And again, once again here also remembering the poles are at denominator, so that the slope drawn towards the denominator. So this is the simple technique to remember. So this slope is decreasing or increasing. So if poles means decreasing, 20 dB decreasing for decay. Next one, simple 0. So this is the formula for simple 0, 20 log square root of 1 plus omega square into t square. Here also we can calculate the corner frequency. The formula is the same, omega c is equal to 1 by t. So up to the corner frequency, here also same. So either the given function having 0 or pole up to the corner frequency is same, 0 dB line constant. So after the corner frequency only the difference. So if the given function having simple pole 20 dB decreasing for decay, if the given function having simple 0 20 dB increasing for decay. So here omega c value is there. So from here to 10 different values for one decay, again it will be increasing 20 dB plus 20 dB here formula. If pole is there, minus 20 dB minus 20 log omega t formula. So if pole is there, 20 dB decreasing after the corner frequency. If 0 is there, 20 dB decrease, 20 dB increasing for decay. So that is the difference. Up to the corner frequency, both are same, 0 dB is constant line. So this is the magnitude plot for simple pole or simple 0. That means other than origin pole, other than origin 0. These are the magnitude plots. Now go for the phase plots. So this is the phase plot for simple pole. So the phase angle is pi is equal to angle of j omega, that is formula minus tan inverse of omega t. So we substitute different omega values. So omega is equal to 0. This is omega c is equal to 1 by c is nothing but corner frequency. So here also corner frequency is required. So at the corner frequency, omega is equal to omega c, that is 1 by t. Substitute this value where t, therefore pi is equal to minus tan inverse of omega t, that is equal to minus tan inverse of, so t cancel, tan inverse of 1, that is equal to minus 45 degrees. So that at corner frequency the phase angle is minus 45 degrees and pi is equal to 0. If you substitute omega is equal to 0, substitute omega is equal to 0, then pi value is nothing but 0 degrees. Substitute omega is equal to infinity, pi value is minus 90 degrees. So that at 0 degrees it will be omega is equal to 0, it starts at 0 degrees, and omega is equal to 1 by t, it will be reaches to the minus 45 degrees, and omega is equal to infinity, it will be reaches to the minus 90. That means starts at 0 and reached minus 45 at corner frequency and reached minus 90 at infinity frequency. So here also we can easily remember this is a simple pole. So the pole at denominators. So the magnitude plot starts here and traveling towards the denominator. That means towards the down. So this is simple. How can you remember the vertical phase plot for pole? Next one, 0. So this is the phase plot for 0. Here also the same. First initially we want to find out the corner frequency omega c. Omega c is equal to 1 by t. So the quite a difference. So at omega is equal to 0, it starts at 0 at omega is equal to omega c, that means corner frequency, it will be reaches to plus 45 degrees. So in this case minus 45 degrees. That means for pole at corner frequency it will be reaches to minus 45. If 0 at corner frequency it will be reaches to plus 45, and omega is equal to infinity, it will be reaches to plus 90 degrees. In this case the omega is equal to infinity, it will be reaches to minus 90 degrees, so that both are starts at 0. Here also starts at 0, here also starts at 0 at corner frequency. So if pole, it will be reaches to the minus 45 degrees. If it is 0, it will be reaches to the plus 45 degrees. At infinity, if the given function is a pole, it will be reaches to the minus 90. If the given function is 0, it will be reaches to the plus 90. So here also we can simply remember, so the zeros are at numerators, that means above the reference line, so that the function starts at 0 and traveling towards the upside or towards the numerator side. So this is the phase plot for simple 0, that means 0 other than origin. So these are the magnitude and phase plots for simple poles at simple zeros. So if you know these three factors, we can simply draw the Bode plot for a given function. The first factor is constant k. If the given function having the constant k, so the magnitude and phase plots are drawn. So second factor, if the given function having poles at origin and zeros at origin, single pole or multiple poles. So factor 3, simple pole and simple 0, that means pole other than origin, 0 other than origin. So this is the three factors. So how can you draw the Bode plot for these three factors we know, then easily we can draw the Bode plot. So next video we can go to the problems. So how can you draw the Bode plot for given functions or given problems? So these rules are very important. If you know these rules, then only we can understand the Bode plot. Otherwise, we cannot understand the Bode plot. So please concentration on these three factors: factor 1, factor 2, and factor 3. So after concentrating this factor 1, factor 2, factor 3, then we can go for the problems.